Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. And so this is your weekly How Do They Feel For You reading. But before we get started, I'm going to say thank you to my new patron, Sarah Grand. I appreciate you for becoming a patron. You're awesome for supporting the channel. Thank you so much. Anybody else interested in becoming a patron that does support the channel and keep it going, you get, there's a tier for everybody, okay? And you can get access to all of my extended readings for a deeply discounted rate. It really is worth your time to check that out, as well as exclusive readings will be posted there each month too. Also, thank you to those of you who've bought a reading from Wizio. I'm doing personal readings on Wizio as well as my personal email address. You can go either route to contact me for a reading. But the Wizio account, there is a coupon in the description box down below to receive a discount on a reading from that as well. So check that out. And those of you who have purchased the extended readings, extendeds are still available a la carte as well. And those of you who have commented and shared your stories in the comment section, I do love reading your stories and receiving the validation for the readings through those comments. I appreciate you guys. And those who have subscribed and liked my channel, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. So, your person, your love interest, how do they feel for you? I'm going to shuffle the Answer is Simple deck, and we are going to find out. You will be able to choose from one of these three cards to determine which of the readings is going to resonate most for you. Now remember, this is a general reading. It won't resonate for everyone. But if you're drawn here, it's likely there's messages here for you. Just take what resonates and forget what doesn't. So for group one, angel spirits and guides, can we get a card for group one? Okay. And for group two, can we get a card for group two? And for group three? Okay. So positivity, if you need more time, these cards may or may not resonate with what's in the actual reading. Card number one is number 49, Detox. It's like that's some kind of health grass or something growing there, just grass. Card number two is number 33, See the Light. And card number three is number 9, Tell the Truth. So pause the video if you need more time. Timestamps, as always, are in the description box down below. Someone told me last video or the video before the timestamps weren't showing up in the description box. I don't know why that's the issue, because on both of my devices I can clearly see the timestamps. So anybody that feels drawn to, I'd appreciate it if you would go ahead and copy the timestamps, put it in the comment section. Sometimes I don't get around to doing that. I've got personal readings to attend to, so I don't always get around to putting the timestamps in the comment section. But if you do that, I would appreciate it, and so that'll help those out who are having difficulty seeing the timestamps for some reason. So again, pause video if you need more time. This is 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna get started with group one. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Welcome, group one. Thanks for tuning into your reading. It's time for your weekly How Do They Feel For You reading. So your person, your love interest, the one you came to the reading for, whoever that is, how does that person feel about you? So we're going to look into it. We're going to get in touch with their guides. For the collective who have tuned in for group one spirit team, for the strongest collective energy, can we get in touch with their love interests so that we can find out how their person feels about them, please? I'm going to start with the emotional barometer. So go ahead and think about your person. Picture them in your mind's eye. We've got solitary. So your person's feeling solitary at present towards you. All right, group one, let's find out what's going on with your person, why they're feeling solitary here. I'm not feeling that it's a terrible thing. I feel instead that this person, if there's distance in this connection or withdrawal, or you guys are no or low contact, and even if you're in contact, this person is feeling solitary as a means of just sort of taking care of themselves and recharging their batteries. But let's see what Spirit has to say. Let's get a significator for their person. Let me see their person's energy, please, Spirit. For those who have tuned in for group one, their love interest, let's see their energy, please. The Two of Pentacles. So right off the bat, I'm getting that your person is just trying to remain balanced. They're weighing their options here. They've got more than one option, whether it's related to work or whether it's related to love. I feel like it's more related to work. I feel like they're feeling guarded in the workplace. They're lacking some sort of cooperation. So they're kind of, juggling thoughts related to their work, money, and home with that Pentacles energy. Could be an earth sign as well. But either way, I'm also getting sort of just trying to keep things light. Their emotions are a little turbulent, a little up and down. I know this is a reading about how they feel about you. But if they're not communicating with you or making any sort of an offer to you, just know that, you know, there's some sort of trouble that they're going through in their personal life. Some of them are having trouble at school, or if they're studying something, they're having trouble with that. But generally speaking, they're trying to keep their head above water here. Okay, so how does this relate to the viewer? How does this person feel about the viewer, please? Let's get a significator for the viewer. Show me the viewer, please, in this person's perspective, their love interest perspective. How does this person feel and think about the viewer according to them? According to the love interest. A couple of different cards. We've got, it's like they feel like you guys are not paying attention to them. You're not in communication, that you are not being cooperative with them, that they've received either some bad news from you or about you, and just generally that you're not being receptive to communication or to dealing with them right now. Could be after a period of betrayal or dishonesty and being left out in the cold, whether financially or emotionally. We've got the Ace of Cups at the back of the deck, which tells me that this person does have strong feelings for you, and they feel like you have strong feelings for them, but that you're blocking them. Either you physically block them, or you're just not, like I said, you're not being receptive. You could be an air sign or an earth sign yourself, have it in your chart, but either way, these are the energies that are coming forth here. And so that's what I'm seeing. This sense of this person feeling like, you know, maybe you are distracted, maybe you've started a new job, or some of you have returned home, especially if you're in school. But this person is seeing that something, like you have options too, and one of your options is for recovery in your life. And a recovery towards this connection even, but I get that they are feeling like there is lack of communication, and any communication that you guys are having is kind of cold, to say the least, okay? So what obstacles does this person feel are in this connection, please? Their love interest for group 1. What obstacles do they feel exist in this connection at present? We've got the 7 of Wands in reverse. So one of the obstacles is this sort of weak boundaries here with the 7 of Wands and the upright. That's talking about taking the high ground and fighting on until you win. With it in reverse, it talks about weak boundaries. Plans stalling or quitting. Somebody could have quit on this connection. I feel like somebody did quit. I don't think that it was your person for a lot of you. Some of you, this person is the one that feels cast out by this connection, but it's a general reading. Just take what resonates. We've got the Hermit energy at the back of the deck, Virgo energy here. So that's telling me, you know, that's going along with that Solitary card. Your person feels like withdrawn from this connection. They've gone within for some sort of clarity. You know, if the roles are reversed and it's vice versa, maybe you've gone within for clarity, and this explains the distance that this person feels from you. But it's a time of getting in touch with one's personal truth. And so I think that this person is feeling like an obstacle in this connection is just that things are stalling out, kind of stagnated, not really going anywhere at this time, as you both weigh your options. So what does this person feel about any actions taken in this connection recently? What does their love interest feel about any actions taken? I've got the Queen of Wands. Why is the Queen of Wands here? Clarify Queen of Wands. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. It could be your person's energy, but if it's you, take it as you, or both of you could have fiery energy. There's this feeling of someone being expansive, somebody planning on traveling, somebody having put in work on a situation and waiting for that to pay off. So whoever that describes more is this is going to be about. I feel like your person is waiting for results, waiting to make a choice, waiting to know what choice to make. It could even be waiting to make a choice regarding how to travel towards you, or how to expand the connection. Clarify Queen of Wands, please. What's she doing here? We've got the Strength card. So Major Arcana energy, somebody here is a Leo, especially with that Queen of Wands and Strength both being present. And again, it's this energy that some plans have fallen apart here. That's an obstacle in the connection. Somebody is thinking small, and I'm getting travel problems again. So I feel like this person is feeling like, maybe you're in another situation. Some of you could possibly be in a commitment or married. An odd few are married to this person or committed. Some live with this person. But either way, there is a distance between the two of you and some harsh communication as well. I'm getting that this has to do with the strength energy, somebody abusing their power. So it's like they're feeling like you. Honestly, Spirit viewers, okay? You all have Spirit within you, so that's not completely inaccurate. But what I meant to say is viewers, this person, and don't shoot the messenger, is viewing you as being the one that is kind of... either you're sabotaging this connection, you're engaging in some self-sabotage, or you're abusing your power in this connection somehow. So there's some fear associated with this energy. They feel like the Queen of Wands is behaving in a fear-based way. I'm also getting that they could be viewing you as being in denial about some error of judgment or weakness that you have, or some fear of change that you have. And it could be regarding them, especially if this person's an air sign. Getting King and Queen of Swords energy. So on the one hand, I feel like your person feels that they are, you know, a self-sufficient person, an honest person, but they're also feeling like you feel, you know, that they're corrupt, or that they're a con man or a con woman, or that they're abusive in some way. So it's like you guys kind of are both being suspicious of one another and kind of watching each other from a distance. Some of you are watching each other online and trying to figure out a way to progress and make a choice here. And there's this desire and need to work, you know, together as a team. But your person feels like it's just better to sort of be on their own in the distance, solitary from the connection, recharging their batteries, figuring out what they want, while you, I'm hearing angry, while you're angry over the situation, or at the very least, are not feeling like taking any action in the connection. So they're feeling like you're not taking action in the connection, that you're sort of just sitting on your throne. You're very attractive, you're very accomplished, you're very wise and good person, essentially, but that towards this connection, you know, maybe you have had a lack of good boundaries in the connection in the past and you ended up getting hurt. And now you're just kind of focusing on your own home, your own money, your own family, and you're not really worried about this person right now. That you are instead feeling that they just feel like you could be sabotaging the connection. So what does this person feel about an outcome happening here in this connection? What outcome does Group 1's person feel is going to happen in this connection, please? What outcome does Group 1's person feel is going to happen in this connection, please? Got the Lover's card in reverse. So let's move some cards out of the way. Gemini energy. So there's a split here. Some of you are filing for divorce or splitting up. If you live together, there's this talk or decision needing to be made about leaving the relationship behind, emotional losses pending, perhaps about splitting up. With the Lover's card being in reverse, it's at the very least talking about your person feeling that there's divide or a lack of harmony in this connection. But let's get another card here. What does our love interest feel is going to be the outcome of this connection, please? Got the 8 of Swords in reverse. So again, this person is feeling like they're waiting for some results to happen here, a choice to be made. It feels like there could have been an error in judgment. Somebody in denial made the wrong choice. For some of you, your person actually feels like you're the one that made the wrong choice, but not all of you. And if you made the wrong choice and your person feels it has to do with, you know, you took a break from this connection, or you're taking a break, or you're finally saying no, maybe after a period of not having strong boundaries here, they're seeing you as being more free from this connection. But they feel like that's a mistake, okay? This is from their perspective. It's resulted in a split, or they feel it's going to result in a split if it continues this way. If you guys aren't able to expand, I'm hearing your horizons about the situation. If you're not able to come out of this 8 of Swords, make a release, have new hope, and escape something, escape your own negative thinking, or perhaps the opinions or gossip of others, then it's like this connection is not going to be able to reach its potential or be as happy as it could be. Instead, it's going to be continued delayed gratification and a lot more waiting going forward here. So let's get a Romance Angels card for overall clarification. So if this is resonating, please let me know in the comment section down below. There will be an extended where we'll look at the Tarot of Sexual Magic. So please consider becoming a patron if you would like to. You would save money doing that and getting all of my extended readings for a greatly discounted price. Otherwise, the extended links will be down below as well. Angel Spirits and Guides for those who've tuned in for Group 1. We get clarification on this reading, please. How does Group 1's person feel towards them? Yeah, they're starting to doubt that it is worth waiting for, but you know, like I said, there's a lot of waiting going on in this connection. And they see that it's gonna, and they feel like it's gonna continue to be in like sort of this stagnation mode. I'm hearing active waiting while you each sort of work on what you need to work on in your individual lives, and while this person sort of goes within to figure out what they want, but they're also feeling like, you know, that you're not receptive to this connection, and so they're not sure it's worth waiting for going forward. Let's get Island Time Wellness card. How does Group 1's person feel currently about this connection? Clarification on the spread, please. How does Group 1's person feel, please? Leaving space, okay? Give yourself the time to heal. Right one can't come if the wrong one is there. Clear your drawer for them. So it is this feeling of, yeah, not being sure that this connection is worth waiting for. There's this fear that, you know, they could miss out on a better, more solid offer if they continue to hold space for you. You know, I really feel like this is your person, you know, saying that they are taking time to heal, and maybe they're trying to give you space and time to heal as well, but they're also worried about, you know, this not paying off. Some of you, this has been going on a long time. They do know that there's unfinished business here. Again, you could be at a distance, or it's a long distance relationship, but there's definitely distance in this connection and delays or problems. But your person is wondering, like, are these problems going to be permanent? Are you guys ever going to make an offer towards one another, or will you ever receive any solid offer from them? Will they ever be able to offer that to you? And will you receive that if they do, or vice versa, depending on, you know, the situation. So I'm getting this person wants a more reliable, you know, patient, hardworking sort of partnership where you guys work as a team, you know, but yet there's a sense of that instead that things just haven't worked out. There's a sense of people sneaking around, or just taking what they can get, or taking advantage of the situation, whether that's you or your person. There's a sense of, at the very least, running away or dishonesty. They could view that, you know, the viewer as the runner. Some of you are Cancers, or have it in your chart, and if that's the case, your person's feeling like, you know, maybe you have moved away from this connection, you've changed direction on your life journey, you're divided within this connection, that you're just trying to be balanced, and that even if you want this connection to work out, even if you're willing to go the distance for it, there's a sense that for some reason it's really stuck and it's really hard to move forward. And they feel like you're a willful person, but that you don't have the strength at present to really take action towards the connection. And there's action that needs to be taken on both of your parts, but your person is saying that, you know, they feel that you need to do some actions on your part as well. So I'm going to get, let's get a message from this person for my handmade deck. What does this person want to say to Group 1, please, regarding the spread? How do they feel? Okay. Yeah, I know I took advantage of you, but I learned my lesson when I lost you. So for some of you, they took advantage of you. They understand more than you know about this connection. You do make this person smile, but you know, this is one of the obstacles in the connection. So it's like they're not sure that you're ever going to be receptive. They kind of feel like you put the situation down, like you're not carrying the burden of the situation anymore. They're taking a break from it, that you're saying no, standing up for yourself. But some of them feel like you're too closed off towards them. So this is why they're being solitary towards you. So I'm going to take this over to the extended Group 1. We're going to pull some more messages from your person, as well as the Tarot of Sexual Magic, and get some advice from Spirit. So if you feel drawn to, please follow me over there. Again, the link for that will be down below. But if this is where we part ways, thank you for tuning in. Please leave me a comment. Let me know if it did resonate. Hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks to those of you who have subscribed. Thank you to those of you who have bought extendeds and personal readings. Also, there's a 10% off, or rather a coupon in the description box. Check it out for my Wizio account to receive a personal reading that way. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Welcome, Group 2. Thanks for tuning in to your weekly How Do They Feel For You reading. So think about your person, the person you came to the reading for. I'm going to go ahead and start with the emotional barometer, and then we'll get some tarot. So for Group 2, angel spirits and guides, for the strongest collective energy that is tuned in for this reading, how does their love interest feel for them, please? How does their love interest feel right now? We've got weepy. Your love interest could be feeling weepy, Group 2. So why is your person feeling weepy right now towards this connection or towards you, group 2? Let's look. Angels, spirits, and guides for those who have tuned in for group 2. How does their person feel for them right now? Let's get a significator representing their person's present energy and how they feel towards the viewer right now, please. Let's get a tarot card representing the love interest and how they're feeling towards the viewer right now, please. Okay, the cards are flipping out. That means they want me to stop shuffling them. How does their person feel towards them right now, please? Those who have tuned in for group 2, how does their person feel about them right now, please? Your person is feeling like they've avoided a disaster with you, or they want to avoid a disaster with you with the Tower in reverse. Some of you could be air signs, I'm getting, as well as Scorpio. But regardless of your sign, the energy is here of the Tower in reverse, which is, you know, averting a disaster. It's feeling oppressed. It's feeling like a need for security. There is this fear of change. I feel like your person is at odds within themselves. If there's been an ending in this connection, this person is resting and recovering. They're healing. They're experiencing some welcome relief from painful thoughts. I'm hearing memories, but also just negative thinking related to some Tower moment that tried to happen or only partially happened, or that they are currently avoiding with regard to your connection. So some sort of upheaval here that they are trying really hard to avert in this connection with you. And some of it has to do with fear of change. It's like there needs to be a new beginning in this connection, a new idea introduced, but that, you know, comes with conflict, as all growth is associated with growing pains. And so this person feels conflicted. So this is that weepy energy. So weepiness is about conflicting interests coming to the surface, and that's what kind of makes you feel a little bit tender, a little bit sensitive. And so this is where your person's coming from, this need for some communication, some clarity, some truth, and or a new beginning, and this feeling of wanting to avert a disaster, wanting to remain feeling secure, and fearing change. Okay, so this is how they're feeling towards this connection. Let's get a significator representing the viewer's energy, please. Strongest energy of the viewers watching. How does our person feel? How does their person feel? Four of Wands. So your person is feeling that, actually feeling like you want to have a home with them, stability with them, that despite any exhaustion or stress that you might feel, despite feeling oppressed yourself perhaps in this connection, that you are willing to have a homecoming or a reunion with them. So it's like they're seeing you as somebody who wants to break ground on a stable partnership, and are feeling generally positive and celebratory towards this connection. This person can feel like a family to you, or they feel like you feel that they're like a family, or more than a lover, but like a friend as well. And so despite, again, any obstacles in this connection, any burdens or oppression, that you actually have a much more positive outlook on it than they do, and that you feel more positive about it than they do, and that you do want to put in the work on the connection to wrap up a painful cycle, and you're willing to do your part and carry your share of the workload in this relationship. That's how they're feeling towards you. And that's how they're feeling, you know, that you're feeling or showing up in the connection. So what actions does your person plan to take regarding their feelings? We see them in the Tower in reverse. Got a couple of cards here. So we've got the Seven of Pentacles. So there is this feeling of, you know, maybe considering other options, whether that's another person, other people, or other paths in life regarding, you know, work or other things, hobbies or interests. I'm also getting that this person is just daydreaming about you and about this connection, and also, to be honest, daydreaming about potentially giving up on the connection because they're feeling a little bit lazy in their approach. I'm getting it's less about laziness and more about simply being tired of trying to prevent an unwanted change from occurring in this connection, and feeling like it's unrewarding at present. So you're coolly assessing this. Your person could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, but even if they're not, they still are in this King of Swords energy, which is somebody who's trying to manage the situation from a cool, detached perspective, using logic and being objective. So this person is just doing their best to sort of oversee the situation from a higher perspective and really using cool-headed logic to be intentional and an intentional leader. They could be a leader at their job or with what they do, but they are coming across as an intentional leader towards you and being strategic. So what are they doing right now? They are being strategic. There's this sense of perhaps feeling like the connection's taken too long. If you don't resonate that this person is being lazy or tired towards the connection, maybe they're feeling like you're being that way. For some of them, they feel like you're a bit in that star energy, being a little dreamy-eyed. Maybe, you know, you're a daydreamer, but I see that this person's a bit of a daydreamer too, but just take what resonates. It's a general reading. But this person views you as having more optimistic feelings towards this connection and having more faith in this connection. Like you're a more faithful person in general, a more hopeful person. And also some of you could be in the spotlight and this person is sort of obsessing you as you're in the spotlight too, and just sort of seeing, you know how you're handling that and admiring you as well, okay? So for the viewer spirit, what is the viewer going to take? What does a person feel towards them and feel about any actions the viewer might take? How does group 2's love interest feel about any actions the viewer might take? They are feeling, whoa, another card tried to fly out. Again, new beginnings here, communication, a new start that comes with some conflict, but it does represent truth and a new start, new beginning. If you guys aren't in communication, this can talk about getting back into communication. How do they feel about any actions that you might take? Will they feel like, you know, moving things from an unworkable place to a more solid place, you know, getting out of troubled waters and moving forward? So they could see you traveling or starting something new in your life, but at the very least, it's them seeing a necessary transition, like moving forward from an unworkable place towards wish fulfillment. So this person is viewing you as like wish fulfillment. They really like what you do for them. They really have feelings for you under the surface. They certainly feel that you have feelings for them and that you want to offer them something or communicate to them that you see their value. And I think that this makes your person see your value all the more as well. Some of you are younger than this person, but even if you're not, some of you could be a student, but your person views you as something of a studious person, something of a patient person. And again, some of you could be starting something new in your lives, whether that's a new job or some new money endeavor. They see you as someone who has the courage to take a leap of faith. This is Aquarius energy. So I think part of them relates to your ability to put yourself out there, to have hope, to take chances, to go on adventures and take chances on relationships or on this relationship, to begin new paths. And so how do they feel? They feel generally positive about any actions that you might take towards this person. You might have shared some truth with this person. You might have expressed a desire for a new beginning or a desire to fix things between the two of you. But certainly, whatever you've done, this person is feeling generally optimistic about it, okay? And optimistic about any potential actions that you might take. So what are the obstacles and challenges in this connection? How does their person feel about obstacles and challenges in this connection? What are their person's obstacles and challenges in this connection, please, at present? If this is resonating, please hit the like button. Let me know down below how it resonates. Share your story in the comment section. I'd love to hear it. How does their person feel about any obstacles and challenges in this connection? Temperance. They are weighing options. They are daydreaming about different options, different approaches to the connection, and one of their approaches is the Temperance energy. So somebody here could be a Sagittarius. I'm also getting water sign energy. We've also got fire and earth. Everybody is represented, but they are viewing, you know, obstacles here as a lack of or a need for more balance, harmony, and patience. A need for moderation and self-control. Perhaps they don't view you as being that moderate or that's much, I'm hearing, in possession of oneself. So like maybe your self-control could be a little bit better in their opinion. This is something of a judge. This is somebody that views things from a higher perspective. So they weigh the pros and cons of things. They're kind of a little bit of a rigid, very logical energy, that King of Swords. So don't shoot the messenger if you don't like that this person feels like maybe you could practice a little better self-control or be a little bit more moderate or balanced in some way. Also, I'm getting that this person feels, this is somebody that likes to live in their head and be in charge and understand things from a logical perspective, understand things from their headspace. So if you get them in their emotions, you know, then you make their emotions feel a bit mixed up. And that is something that is an obstacle for them as well. But again, I feel like they just think the world of you. They think the world of you. They think very highly of you. And they view you as somebody who just keeps leveling up in life, or that you have the potential to, and that you're somebody that's on the move, whether you're physically moving or your mind moves a lot, or you take on a lot of new projects, or you go on adventures, or you're just like a spirited person. You are somebody that likes to improve yourself. And there's something about you that this person really does admire. And I get that this makes this person feel a little bit up and down in their emotions and their feelings towards you, a little bit disrupted, and they don't like to feel out of control. So that's an obstacle for them. They don't like to be out of control of their feelings. So how does Group 2's person feel towards, feel about any obstacles, or what are the obstacles that Group 2's person feels that the viewer has regarding this connection? What challenges do they view the viewer as having regarding this connection, please? What obstacles do they view the viewer as having, or feel that the viewer is having regarding this connection, please? Somebody could be a Cancer. The Chariot in reverse is coming out. So the Chariot in reverse is about a lack of focus, lack of drive. So it goes back to them. They're feeling like, you know, you're probably aware that they feel, but maybe you're not, that you could be a little bit more moderate, a little bit more focused, a little bit more harmonious or in balance, or demonstrate a bit more self-control, because you're coming out as a Chariot in reverse. A Chariot in upright is a card of being in control, being balanced. With it being in reverse, it's talking about, you know, being unbalanced in some way, or even you could be the one that's given up. If you've given up, take that message if it resonates. You're just kind of working on your healing, being a star in your own life. I mean, maybe you do have hope and this person can sense that, but from a larger perspective, it feels like you're having hope from a distance. So that's just a side message, but bottom line is that there is some difficulty connecting. So this person feels like an obstacle that, or a challenge that you feel towards this connection, is difficulty connecting, the sense of someone giving up here, or a sense of losing direction with regard to this connection, and feeling pulled in two different directions as well. So somebody here could be being pulled in two different directions. I feel like more that your person feels that you're the one that's a little bit chaotic or unbalanced, okay, with regard to this connection, and maybe, you know, you're having difficulty making up your mind about how to proceed here, or they're just perceiving you that way, like you have divided loyalties or mixed feelings about this connection. And you know, this could be them projecting that on you, but this is what I'm getting, okay? So just take what resonates and forget what doesn't. It's a general reading. So what is the outcome going to be here? How does this person feel towards Group 2? What is the outcome? What is the overall larger message? What is the future outcome of this connection, please? And then we're going to pull some oracle cards. What is the outcome for Group 2's connection in terms of how their person feels for them right now? Excuse me. Got the King of Cups in reverse and the Judgment card in reverse. 6 of Cups in the middle of there. Somebody could be dealing with the Pisces. I already said Sagittarius, but any water sign. Scorpio and Cancer is here as well. So this King of Cups... This King of Cups is being emotionally manipulative. Does this represent your person? Get that this is another aspect of your person's personality. So it's like they stay living in their head so they can be in charge of the situation and run the show the way that they want it to go. And the way that they want it to go is a situation that allows them to stay cool emotionally and be in control of their emotions, because they don't like I said, to feel unbalanced in their emotions. But the truth is, you know, underneath the surface, they're more like this King of Cups in reverse. They can be emotionally manipulative, even jealous. The truth is that they do want to have a reconciliation with you, with the 6 of Cups, representing the lover from the past returning, feeling nostalgic, wanting to offer a gift, feeling there's a real sense of innocence to the feelings that they have for you. and that you have for them as well. And this could have led to a heartbreak in the situation. That this sense of real innocence, or it reminds them of a time in their past when they experienced a heartbreak with someone like you. But that's a specific message that won't resonate for everybody. There is something heartbreakingly sweet about your guys' connection, because we did see with the weeping card come out, that is about tender feelings. It is about feeling conflicted. It's about, you know, the ugliness of day-to-day life contrasted against the more poignant moments of life where, you know, it's kind of a contrast between heaven and hell energies here. So this person on one hand feels like you guys have something really sweet, and that your feelings for one another are very, very tender and very sweet, very reminiscent of more innocent and pure days of the past. But on the other hand, they also feel very vulnerable and dislike the vulnerability that those feelings create within them. And it makes them feel kind of, well, it just makes them feel aggravated is what I'm getting. And with the Judgment card in reverse, it's saying that this person is going to be in denial about their feelings going forward here. And any errors in judgment that they made regarding this connection, any weaknesses that they've demonstrated or are demonstrating towards this connection, they're going to be in denial about. Because this person still fears change, and they still want to be sort of this king in the upright energy. So I think they're going to focus on their work, their money, and their business, whatever they're doing there. Focus on being a leader in their life. Focus on the practical aspects of their life, homework and money. And this is their way of dealing with it, you know, just wanting to be, you know, an intentional, strategic person, a solid, practical leader, a wise investor. And so the investment can be about money, or it can just be about what they invest their time and energy in. They're just going to be very wise and selective about that, because they are not ready yet to face their fears of change. They're not ready yet to admit any weakness. To them, feeling chaotic or in their emotions is a form of weakness, and you make them feel very chaotic in their emotions about you. So that I get that they feel that in divine timing things will work out between the two of you somehow, if they're meant to work out, that they shouldn't press, that you know, if you guys are meant to mix together, that you guys will mix together. It's the sense of mixing oil and water together that, you know, it's kind of a challenge in and of itself. You guys are different people. Maybe you have your similarities underneath the surface. I see that you do have very warm feelings towards this person, and honestly, they have warm feelings towards you, but they don't like being vulnerable, okay? So what I'm seeing is, like, despite the desire to tap into their sweeter, more tender feelings towards you, they're going to hold that in and hold that back and focus on the practical world, because they don't want to admit to anything that would make them feel weak. And as a result of this person probably, you know, does feel weak on the inside, tears up, gets weepy feeling throughout the day, just at random times, triggered by seemingly nothing. But really it's related to this connection and the feelings they hold inside. And it's not just their feelings for you that they hold inside, just any tender feelings that they have, you know, they hold it inside, and it comes out sort of in odd ways at odd times, okay? But they do have these tender feelings, okay? So it's really kind of Cancer energy, hard outer shell, very gooey middle here. So can we get clarification on how this person feels using the Romance Angels, please? What else does Spirit want to add to this reading? We've got reconciliation and separation. Okay. So yeah, some of you are in separation or will be in separation from this person. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Some of you, it's a temporary separation. This person could be traveling for work. Maybe this person needs frequent breaks from this relationship and from their feelings in general. And this relationship stirs up feelings within them, so they need breaks from that. So they take those breaks, and you guys could be on a break for that reason right now. Just know that this person could be, you know, they're wearing a mask in this connection is the bottom line, to protect themselves. So any separation is going to be related to that. But we've got reconciliation, so it's a sense of still reconciling despite any separations that you guys have. You know, someone from your past is returning to your life. So this person is going to return to your life despite, you know, their weepy feelings. I think their weepy feelings, you know, they can be in denial to everyone else, but they can't be in denial to their own heart. It's like a symptom, holding in your feelings, and then something triggers, like a sunset or a book or a commercial or just any little thing will get your person feeling some kind of way, and they're weeping and they're like, why am I feeling weepy? And they realize, oh, okay, there's something underneath it, and I need to like face that. And so this person's not really going to be able to escape their feelings despite, you know, wearing a mask, no matter how hard they try. But let's get another card for clarification on this reading, please, for group 2, how their person feels for them. Yeah, their subconscious mind is really at play here. And we've got this little weepy face on the back of this card. Subconscious mind, recondition your subconscious mind to change your life. Subliminals, rewrite your belief system. So there's probably the purpose of your guys' relationship is to have this person reassess their life goals and get more congruent and behave more congruently with their partner, which is you, in order to know how to grow together. You know, part of growing together is growing apart. All of this is meant to help you guys learn something about being partners to one another and partners in general. And for this person, it's about getting in touch with those softer feelings that are triggered by relationships of this kind, by emotional relationships. It's getting them in touch with their subconscious mind and how they feel about things deep down. And some of these people, you know, in their childhood did suffer relational abuse here. So any red flags that you see with this person or any mistreatment that they direct at you is likely, you know, coming from, you know, them reliving their childhood and their relationships. So I'm just feeling guided to say, you know, communicate on this. If this person is mistreating you, certainly don't deal with somebody who is abusing you in any way, but I'm not getting that strongly. I feel like 99% of you, this is not that this person is going to, or is that this person is actually abusing you. I don't feel that. I feel that instead this is the reason behind why they act the way that they do, and they have trouble communicating with you too. I feel like some of them have ADHD or they present that way. There's a sense of, you know, struggling. It could have been the bad kid at school, some of them, not all of them, but all of this stems from some sort of relational abuse that they experienced in their past that affects them in a way that maybe they're not consciously aware of, but their body lets them know what's going on within them because, like I said, they get weepy and they don't know why. And then they have to reflect on it and they realize it's because they have these feelings, and ignoring the feelings doesn't make them go away. If anything, it just aggravates the situation. And the one who suffers the most from that, from doing this, is them. And so this is what you're teaching them. So this is what I have for you, group 2. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to take it over to the extended. Let me get you one message from this person before I go over there, but we'll get another message while over in the extended. And we'll get advice over there and look at the Tarot of Sexual Magic, so how this person's feeling about you sexually. So you can watch the extended one of two ways. You can, you know, pay for an extended reading a la carte, or you can become a patron and receive all the extended readings at discounted rates. Check that out down below in the description box. How does group 2's person feel towards them, Spirit? You didn't deserve the way I treated you, and I regret it. So if this person likely did mistreat you, they don't know why they're pushing you away. It says here at the back of the deck, I don't know why I keep pushing you away, and I'm sorry. So any meanness that they showed towards you had to do with them pushing you away. And they don't even know why, because it's subconscious. It has to do with you know, relational abuse that they suffered in the past. You know, so they just want to tell you that you didn't deserve the way they treated you, okay? And they do regret it. So follow me over to the extended if you feel like it, guys. If not, please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate it. It keeps the channel going, and I'll talk to you next time. Welcome, group 3. Thanks for tuning in to your reading. So for your weekly How Do They Feel for You reading, go ahead and think about your love interest, the person you came to the reading for. I'm going to start off with the emotional barometer. Angel, spirits, and guides, for those who have tuned in for group 3, how does their person currently feel about them? Their love interest. How does group 3's love interest currently feel about them? Got some anxiety that your person is feeling a bit anxious. I'm also getting nostalgic. So this person's feeling anxious and nostalgic towards you, group 3. So let's look further into this. Angel, spirits, and guides, for those who have tuned in for group 3, give me a significator showing their person's energy and how they feel towards this connection at present. How are they feeling? For those who have tuned in for group 3, how does their person feel currently? How's their person feel currently, please? Give me a significator showing their person's energy. Excuse me. We've got the 7 of Swords in reverse. So you could be dealing with an air sign. Definitely getting that your person is feeling anxious because of some sort of situation between the two of you. You guys could have argued or fought, or they could have pushed you away. Getting this person can be a bit of a control freak. Getting some Aries energy here as well. If that's the case, I feel like this person, they just like to be in control, and in order to get control, they could have hurt you. They could have, you know, pushed you away, or this is somebody that wants to win at any cost, and I'm getting this energy with the 7 of Swords in reverse. They need to apologize for that. So they feel anxious because they know that they owe you an apology, and they could be feeling like they were punishing towards you, or that they're being punished by you, or that the universe is punishing them. So I'm getting like they did not fight fair with you. They could have been caught doing something they shouldn't have been doing, but there is this feeling of this person needing to make amends, and they're aware of that, okay? Needing to make amends for sort of like just being too domineering and cold and just insensitive towards you, okay? So if it's the other way around, you know, then flip it around. But for most of you, it's going to be that this person behaved cold and manipulative towards you, or hurtful towards you. It's likely they said or did something to push you away here, and they know they need to make amends for that. So that's how they're feeling. It explains why they feel anxious, right? So how does this person feel? Let's get a significator for the viewer, please. How do they feel about the viewer specifically? How is the viewer showing up in this connection? How does this love interest feel about the viewer, and how the viewer is showing up in this connection right now? Show me the viewer's energy, please. For those who are watching, okay, that you're not showing them the love right now, that you've gotten clarity on the situation, that you're not under any illusions regarding this person anymore, that at one time you might have been blinded by your feelings for this person, but at present you're certainly not. Like the bubble has been burst and you can see the situation clearly. So you're not offering this person your cup of love. You're not communicating words of sweet nothing. You're not being prince or princess charming towards this person. They could feel like you're being kind of a jerk, kind of moody towards them. But, you know, it's because this person has not given to you equally in this connection, if that's the case. It was one-sided giving. There is selfishness here. So this has created selfishness, one-sided giving, and some domineering behavior has created, you know, a rift in this connection. And, you know, your person could also feel that you had unrealistic expectations, or that they did. I think that this person is a little, well, they're clearly immature. I'm also getting earth sign energy as well. Somebody that sort of doesn't know something, the value of something when they have it, and they don't know how to communicate in a very grounded way. I'm getting this has to do with a lack of, you know, skills regarding communication. This person kind of has poor communication skills. And, you know, on the bright side, I feel like this person can be patient when they want to be, but they're more focused on the material, money, work, and home, or they were at the time that they pushed you away and hurt you. It's like they are just kind of focused on practical details and the material, and could be a bit materialistic as well. I don't know why that's coming through, but somehow that's relating to the situation. I think that this is the way that they compensate for lack of self-confidence, or this is the way that they try to have a new start and a recovery in order to move on from some pain in their own pasts here, okay? So it's likely what they've done to you that they need forgiveness for was done to them, and now, you know, and they're fully aware of this. I feel like they're fully aware of this. So what action does this person feel, or like, how does this person feel about taking action towards group 3 in this connection, please? How does group 3's person feel about taking action towards group 3 in this connection, please? Or about any actions that have taken place? How do they feel? King of Pentacles, that's that material energy here. Let's get another card. What is the King of Pentacles doing here? That's Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Masculine, regardless of gender. This is someone that's very business-minded, business-focused. They could have a lot of money or the potential to be successful financially. I think, you know, while they might be a pretty solid character with regard to like being a leader at their job, or leading their household, or achieving at work, or achieving financially, they are like immature when it comes to communicating in a romantic relationship. They've certainly been immature when it comes to communicating with you, but they are a solid practical leader, you know, and they make wise investments of their time and energy. So they could be thinking about making an investment in this connection. What is this King of Pentacles doing here? Clarify King of Pentacles regarding actions that this person feels like taking towards group 3. Yeah, this person, Six of Pentacles in reverse. So like I said, they're fully aware that they need to make amends in this connection. Likely they need to apologize to you in order to recover from a loss here. But this person is, you know, not willing to give equally to this connection. Again, it's a case of one-sided giving and being selfish towards this connection. So that's not good. What about group 3, the viewer? How do they feel about the viewer taking action towards this connection, or any actions the viewer has taken? How do they feel? They feel like you have averted disaster, that this run of bad luck in this connection is actually made you feel out of control, like you feel out of control with regard to this connection. Some of you could feel stuck in a rut, but at the very least, you know, that ultimately that you could be feeling like you've averted a disaster in this connection, that this connection has weighed heavily on you, and that this connection has made you feel insecure, but you are a secure person in general, but like you fear any changes happening in this connection due to the fact that this person hasn't treated you right in the past, and therefore you kind of just you know, staying in your lane, so to speak, staying in your lane, kind of just managing, like doing collateral damage with regard to this connection. Another card, please, clarifying that Tower. We've got the Page of Swords in reverse here. So it's saying that, you know, the way that this person has treated you has really amounted to some bad news. You know, you guys could have never gotten out of the stage of friendship, or this could have been a friends with benefits type situation, or a third party. You know, just take it how it resonates. If this isn't your reading, choose another reading or another option or group. But this person's feeling like if you communicate with them, if that's the action that you're going to take, that you're not going to really have anything nice to say, that you feel like you were giving a puny piece of the pie in this connection, and that you're being given a puny piece of the pie. You haven't really been given the chance to show your stuff here, and it's really done some damage to your ego or your self-image, so that anything that you would say to this person would be clearly around like saving face, or just trying to prevent, you know, further fallout from happening, further destruction in this connection. Like that would be the only action they could see you taking. Whether this is true or not, they feel like you would be this way, or that you're being this way, focusing on just kind of like trying to save yourself here, and kind of like you feel that they're a disaster, that this relationship has been a disaster, and that you really don't want to communicate with them, or you don't even want to look at them. They feel like you're not even looking at them. Okay. So I would ask, you know, what the obstacles or challenges are here, but I mean, this is pretty clear what the obstacles and challenges are. Let's just get one more card for that. We've got the Sun card. The obstacle and challenges is that you guys have been friends. You guys have experienced a lot of pleasure with one another. There is this sense of familiarity with one another. I'm hearing familiarity breeds contempt, but the emotions, there's emotion here. There's a sense of you guys really feeling at one time very loving and supportive towards one another. The Sun card's the most positive card in the deck, so it shows material happiness. It shows abundance emotionally. It shows going beyond your boundaries to experience a good time, and you know, really doing that with the flourish, feeling very warmly towards one another, really experience like a joyful experience with one another, feeling successful in one another's presence, and just really like having fun, lots of fun, lots of fun here. So that's an obstacle in the connection, because this person doesn't want to give equally to the connection, and they don't know how to act right. And then, you know, this has made you not want to give to this connection too, and it's made you upset and feel like, you know, you're holding on by a thin thread here, or that this person is bad news, but yet you guys still have these very warm feelings towards one another. So that's what you guys do experience and have the potential to experience, or have experienced harmony and success in this connection. There is this feeling between the two of you that your problems could be resolved if there's been outside interference in this connection, or a clash of egos, if there's been rivals or challengers in this connection. Whatever these obstacles are, it's like you guys, there's this feeling, you know, underneath that you guys can overcome those problems because of the feelings that you have for one another. Certainly you have feelings, viewer. Whoever's the feminine here, you know, has very strong, loving, nurturing feelings. You're very much in your heart chakra towards this person. Feeling nurturing. You could be just a nurturing person, a healing and supportive person, but maybe one that needs to be more discerning, and you ended up getting hurt as a result of investing too quickly or just too much in this person, and as a result of that, you know, was unequal give and take, and they hurt you to push you away. They just were expressing, you know, who they are. They showed you who they are, and there's someone that's quite material minded, thinking about promotions, thinking about investments, what they're going to get out of a situation, what they can get out of a situation. So and you came from a heart-centered place. So that was the conflict, but you guys make each other happy. You have made each other happy, and it's what makes it tough, because there's a lack of compatibility, a lack of knowing how to interact with one another in a way that has you guys both getting your needs met. There's a lack of understanding and skills in that area, but the bottom, you know, the sad thing is that you guys actually do have a lot of warmth and positive feelings for each other, and do feel connected to one another. So that's actually why the sun card is showing up as an obstacle, because anyone else who would treat you this way, you would just be done with. You wouldn't even bother dealing with them. You wouldn't care. You would just leave the situation and just, like, yeah, check it off your box as a lesson learned. But with this person, you still have warm feelings for them, and you sense that they have warm feelings for you, and that's what makes it hard. Okay. So let's look at the outcome. Angel, spirits, and guides, what's the outcome of this reading regarding their person's feelings for them? What's going to happen? What's the larger message or future prediction regarding this reading, please? I've got the Eight of Wands in reverse. So I'm not seeing any action or communication being taken anytime soon here with the Eight of Wands being in reverse. It's just showing that this is a frustrating, problematic situation, that there are delays ahead. There is difficulty for you guys to travel towards one another. There's also this feeling that, you know, that if you guys were to be together, you know, your relationship would be more sexually based, or it would have to be some sort of a secret relationship, because at the very least it's going to be something that's beneath, you know, a lot of you, if not most of you. Most people don't want to have a secret relationship, or a relationship that's based primarily on pleasure or sex. But you guys do seem to have a very good, you know, physical connection, and I see that, you know, for some of you, that this is what would be you know, holding it together or resulting in you guys continuing dealing with each other, is that physical connection. But it doesn't look like it's anything, you know, at this time, like, it doesn't look like it's going to be anything much more than that. So I see instead like a potential false start here. Feelings of rejection again, some more, you know, delays, and so mistreatment. So I feel like Spirit is going to guide you to sort of stay away from this person and not deal with them unless you strictly are about, you know, the sexual connection and the fun and the good times, you know, going out drinking or socializing with this person or something like that. If you want to keep it superficial, you know, and if you can be honest with yourself, if that's something that you can really pull off and do and be okay with, then it, you know, it might be worth your time. But for the majority, honestly, it's not going to be good enough for you. And it would just be like a short-term solution to a long-term problem. So I am going to get you some advice here. Angel, spirits, and guides, what advice do you have for group 3 regarding this reading, please? It's getting yourself unstuck, the Eight of Swords in reverse. It's about releasing this connection, having new hope in some other direction, considering other options, seeing things from a new and different perspective. If this connection's got you feeling all trapped in your head, if it's making you feel very restricted or isolated, then that's all the more reason that you need to release yourself from that, escape and liberate yourself from a situation like that. Also, it's about liberating yourself from what, you know, other people think, and making up your own mind too. But I think Spirit is saying not to work on the connection right now, because this person's not working on it for you. There is repair work that needs to be done, but I feel like that needs to be focused more on you getting well and healing from this connection, this mistreatment. There is some sort of lack of focus or lack of ambition or perfectionism at play with regard to you and your life right now in this connection. So Spirit is saying to address those issues, you know, and focus elsewhere. You know, just if you need to you know, help focusing elsewhere, just remember how this person pushed you away. You know, don't focus on, you know, don't always dwell on the past. Don't be hyper focused on anything that you've done wrong or any abuse you've experienced at the hand of this person, or mistreatment, or any sharp words or arguments that were exchanged or power struggles that were engaged in. It's like acknowledge, like if this person creeps into your consciousness and you don't want to think about them anymore, then just remember how they treated you, and but don't dwell there. Okay, there is a new horizon ahead. There is a new opportunity here, especially in the realm of work, home, and money, where you could have some sort of a promotion or a raise or some other investment paying off. So, you know, maybe refocus on that. I'm going to get a healing with the angels card for more advice. Those who've tuned in for group 3, what other advice do you have for the viewers regarding this reading, please? Let go. There's happily ever after. So there's something else better for you besides this person. So I'm not even going to do an extended on this one because I don't see the point. I'm seeing letting go of the situation is what Spirit is advising you. So again, if this isn't your reading, if it's not resonating, feel free to choose another group. But Spirit is saying, you know, sometimes that doesn't mean that you let go of this connection, at least permanently. I mean, you just being guided to let go of it right now. But honestly, sometimes it does mean letting go of it permanently, because some of you are holding on too tight to the situation, and that's why you're not receiving positive results. You know, you could be struggling too much to solve the problem on this connection, but this person needs to put in the effort to solve any problems in it too. It can't all just always be you. So by letting this go, you know, you're opening yourself up to a miraculous, you know, resolution. So opening yourself up to the ability for universe to step in and help you with this. So don't think hard or struggle to resolve a crisis that can actually make it get worse. And some of you are really focusing on, you know, sort of dissolving or resolving a crisis with that Tower card in reverse. It's saying, you know, redirect your focus. Redirect it on something that serves you, okay? Don't continue to struggle over the situation. You know, surrender it to your creator and just be affirmative about that. And that's going to make you feel instant relief, you know. You will be happy to see how easy and naturally the situation resolves itself if you just surrender this to your creator. And when you let go, things can turn out much better for you, okay? So whether that means you let go for the long term or you let go for the short term, you are being guided to let go. And also just know that, you know, if this is meant for you, letting go isn't going to cancel this blessing from coming to you. Like if this is the right person for you, letting go is not going to stop it from being yours if it's meant to be yours. If this is really meant for you, okay? You know, let go. What is this? How does the saying go? You know, let something go, and if it's meant for you, then it will come back to you. So that's what I'm feeling guided to tell you here. So I'm going to get a couple messages from this person. What does this person want to say to group 3, please? How they feel towards group 3 right now? And remember, this is a snapshot of present energy. So, you know, the future isn't set, and we create our realities and can create our realities based on what we think and do. So, you know, I don't want you to be hurt or disheartened. I don't want anybody leaving the reading feeling, you know, heartbroken over the situation, because, I mean, you are an empowered individual, and, you know, things can always change. So I'm freeing myself from the karmic that came out in group 2's extended. So if this person is dealing with someone else, whether that's like another love interest or whatever has interfered in this connection, I feel like there has been competition in this connection for this person's affection. But just take it how it resonates. They're freeing themselves from whatever has interfered in this connection. They're wanting you to know that, okay? And I settled for something I no longer want. I feel like your person settled for something for financial reasons, whether that's another person or a work situation or anything like that. Whatever it is, this person is kind of like a mercenary, I'm hearing. But it's not going to be that extreme for all of you. This person is just very materially focused. They have difficulty trusting. They're focusing on, you know, the practical things, the things that they can control. So Spirit is asking you to do that, you know, invest in your own self. You could just kind of learn from the situation and learn from this person. They're not all bad. If they're focusing on getting themselves ahead in the world and making wise investments of their love, time, and energy, then you're being asked to do the same. and only invest in those who are investing in you. And again, anything that's meant for you won't be taken away from you. You know, let go and let God, and if it's meant to be, it'll come back to you. And this person is just letting you know that, you know, if they did choose someone else over you, it was a mistake. At the very least, they settled for something they no longer want. And I feel like it was a relationship or a situation more based on status and money than on love. But this is what this person feels. That's like all they feel that they deserve, is something like that, because it's hard for them to trust. And at the back of the deck it says maybe everything really does happen for a reason. And that's kind of the rest of the message that Spirit is saying too, you know, that this situation is happening the way that it is, you know, for a reason. I feel like you were meant to meet this person and deal with them, to sort of just learn from them about putting yourself first. So if this person has been selfish, you know, it's about being selfish in a healthy way. You don't have to emulate their negative traits. Certainly you don't want to do that, but putting yourself first and making wiser decisions about where you invest yourself, your time, your energy, your money, and also, you know, knowing when somebody shows you who they are, believe them, okay? And just because you are a loving person, you know, not everybody is that way. And, you know, I feel like you sense that this person, just because somebody is fun to be around and makes you happy and you have things in common, doesn't mean that they're the right person for you long term. So, you know, honestly, for a lot of you, this person is not the right person for you long term, and I think you already know that if that's the case. For an odd few, are you the exception? It's possible, but first you need to let go to be able to see if that's the case. And I'm going to finish up with an Island Time Wellness card for overall clarity on this reading. The real deal. They see your light, a total keeper, genuine, compatible, authentic, a healthy, good choice. So this person sees you as the real deal. Like this is, you could be the one energy, but I feel like you need to ask yourself, you know, is this person right for you? All right. Instead of asking, you know, do they like me? Do they love me? Do they want me? Are they coming back to me? Are they going to invest in me? You need to be looking at this person like, do I want them? How do I feel about them in light of what they've done? You know, and if they make amends or if they don't make amends, like, are they going to be right for me, right? Can I see them in my future? That sort of a thing. So this is what that card is saying, you know. I do feel like this person wants a new start with you, or will eventually want to make a recovery, get your forgiveness. They want your forgiveness now. But for a lot of you, you know, this person is just not coming across, putting their best foot forward, to be honest here. From what I can see in this reading, you know, it'd be best for you to move on at this time from this person and just sort of let the chips fall where they may, and do you. And I really feel like that's what's going to be best for you. And because the time is not right for you guys to reconcile or marry. Some of you are more serious with this person, considering moving in with them. That's going to resonate for an odd few, but Spirit is saying that the time is not right for that. Some of you are who already live with this person or are moving out are experiencing arguments about your living arrangement or potential future together. I get that a lot of you are engaged in sort of a secret relationship where you guys keep that to yourself. And so you're challenged to figure out if you want to continue doing that, if that's the case. And some of you, that's all that this person could offer you at present, depending on their situation, right? If they're involved with someone else, some situation that they settle for, they can only offer you a physical connection, despite seeing that you're the real deal. I mean, don't cast. I'm hearing don't cast pearls before swine. Okay. So, in other words, they see your value, but don't sell yourself short, you know, make them work for it. They're good at earning things that they want, right? So if they want you, then let them earn you. And if they don't, move on. So this is what I feel guided to tell you today, Group 3. Sorry it wasn't a nicer and cuddlier, more cuddly message. I hate giving bad news, but some of you, I feel like if you're watching this reading and this is the one that you chose, that you probably already know this about this person, that they are just sort of greedy and lazy towards this connection and just looking for quick results, not wanting to put in the work, maybe settle for someone who is easier or required less of them, especially emotionally. But you just needed to hear these messages today, though, if they do resonate. And it looks good. I feel like you do have a positive, bright new beginning in your future. Something really solid is going to happen for you going forward, but not likely in this connection, at least not anytime soon. That's what I've got for you. Thanks for watching.